You're listening to Radio Hyrule.
All right. Hello again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting episode of Realms of the Wild. Yes, this is our custom-made open legend RPG set in our weird, messed up version of the Breath of the Wild Hyrule. And the people you see below me are the crazy people that let me have their characters' lives in the palm of my hand.
Horrible decision, really.
Yeah, I can't.
Be worse. You could have given him to me.
No, I think you'd be nicer.
I would love to see
I
that.
still get to kill things, right?
Wait till you see the next character you're dealing with.
Oh, great.
Kill whoever is introduced next. Got it.
So, I come back for one show. Am I about to get just completely gotted? Is that what's happening here?
I think
I
we
come
all
back.
are.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Don't worry, it's fine.
I'm adoring that
I
the titled animals are returning. Yes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Realms. We theoretically should be slightly more awake than the last time, but only by a little bit.
What
And-
happened?
Only because Alex is here.
Mhm.
What happened? What did you guys do last
Well,
time?
maybe if you
No
would
one
watch it,
slept.
and maybe if someone would upload it to YouTube.
It's on Twitch, ma'am.
I first said maybe if you watch it, and then I started throwing shade at another person, aka you. I want it on YouTube.
You don't want to mess with Morning
Oh.
Elias and Shade, Miss Miriam Pig.
Okay, Thompson, let's go.
Oh my god.
I'm coming back to California eventually.
And I will never go to Wisconsin.
And y'all will apparently never come visit me in New York, so that's
I
fine.
mean, I will, but not now. I'm not
yeah,
allowed there.
please, yeah, you can. Neither
Yeah,
can.
Wisconsin.
can
we're,
Elias.
we're like, is it a travel advisory or a full like barring?
There's just a travel
It's an
advisory for everything.
advisory. It's an
Okay,
advisory.
so I'm still
Every-
gonna read that as like I'm barred from entry in New York right now.
Yeah.
Can we appreciate how hangover checks looked for just a second there?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stream VOD on my phone, and I just see Shax with the sunglasses. Oh my god!
I'm
that was
anticipating her
great.
taking a sip of like Gatorade or something. Oh, close.
Good morning, Jasmine
just
Aguero.
like-
very slowly.
I have breakfast. I have breakfast.
Pedialyte, yes, Pedialyte is magical.
So, and then announcements. The Majora's mask dub the thingy is ending its run to tomorrow.
Next week, actually.
Next week.
So the finale is next week. We've been doing premieres for a handful of the episodes, and they've been actually doing very well. So if you've come to those premieres, cool. Thanks. We think you're swell.
And if you
Um,
haven't, I appreciate your loyalty to the Twitch channel and the Twitch channel alone.
That too.
Okay, Elias.
But if you haven't seen it, it is quite good. And the final episode of at least the actual dub itself, there are bonus videos that will be coming. Will be on Friday. It will be a premiere, which is very fun. Then we had an episode of Hades go out yesterday too. So go watch.
Yeah. Anything else going on? Ilea, you have something could be going on
I'm
eventually.
streaming tomorrow. What am I doing?
Streaming?
What
You
the
just
heck?
said
What is
that.
All right, I read that box so many different
$5.
ways before
I
actually
know. I
reading
did.
the thing.
No, I did too. What is that?
At first,
What
I thought it said Boomer Box.
It's cool. That's what it is. It's super cool.
It is called a bone box. It comes from Skulls Unlimited, and what it is it is like a loot crate, except you get a osteological specimen that is of display quality, either the highest grade or the second highest
Great. Can you
grade.
clarify
every
what
month.
that means for us simpletons?
Bones
Okay.
to go with my lovely pig skull. I'm getting more bones.
Imp, that's what I saw
What?
first too, and I thought she
I
was
did too.
she was gonna
I
be
was so
streaming
confused.
on a different
Yeah, Boner Box was my next
website.
guess.
Is this
You know-
where we find out that she's got an OnlyFans?
Well, no, I have been encouraged to make one of those. I still don't really understand what it is.
I don't think I want to know what it
I'll
is.
But
explain it
here's
to
the
you
thing. My Twitch channel is Green Eye Trombonist. What do trombones players tend to call themselves? Boners. So Boner Box actually fits because the name of my followers
Do
is
they
Boners.
really?
We are the Boner
Oh my
Nation.
God,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
funny.
Do you know how many times in
Nice.
marching band, like high school marching band, my trombone section, this is my fault because probably my fault.
She
I
coined
was
this
the
term.
leader. But we would hold our fingers this way so that they were all connected to each other, and then we'd go boners, and that's what we would do.
I'm
That's
glad,
immature.
I'm glad that
This
that's
is-
what
this
she
is
did when
such
you
a-
said that.
But
Why
band
am I-
directors just call them bones, but
Yes.
actual
Why?
trombonists.
We call
Yes.
ourselves
Call themselves
boners
Why am I not even surprised? It's a
because we're
Bandcamp
low
thing.
brass. Low brass is like the most immature section
So-
next to percussion.
So, Ilea, are the channel
my
points on your
God.
channel just accumulating boners?
I don't have any channel points right now.
I hate that, but at the
But-
same time, well
would be
played.
fun. We'll make it
Food
testicles.
for thought. Oh, well, okay,
Oh.
sure. Just go down the rabbit hole.
I mean, she just ended you. Let's be clear.
We'll see how
Anyways,
Twitch
so
thinks about
2
that.
p.m. Central Time
right.
tomorrow on Green Eye Trombonist Twitch channel. We're gonna open this box, probably play some more Pokemon Shield, and then I've got a donation for the ACLU. We raised $300 to do, and then because we didn't reach the 500 goal for it, this happened off channel. But I had my roommate cut my hair off.
It looks great.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I see that you
Curls
elected-
hide a lot. No, like if you have perfectly straight hair and you want to cut your hair at home and you have no experience, don't do it.
I do it every
It's-
other week.
I mean, like
It's
if you
hard
have no
to cut curly hair.
experience.
Yeah.
It can cause a lot of issues. But when you have curly hair and like it doesn't have that perfectly straight line anyways, like it doesn't matter.
Did you straighten it first?
No, brushed it out, braided it, measured 12 inches because that is also being donated to Wigs for Kids. Yeah, and that's what we did is we just cut off the braid.
Speaking of donate to Wigs for Kids,
Are you about to pull out your hair or something? Or
She already did.
that was my
You
hair.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just in a
wow,
plastic
I totally
bag.
missed
What?
that. Great.
Yeah, I didn't.
Did you
just happened
have
to have-
enough hair?
When I cut it last time, yeah, it's like
Oh.
13 inches.
Yeah.
So
I
no,
think
I
I
mean this one piece of hair.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
have
it's
my
been sitting
bag
here
of,
next to me
I have my
for
bag of dead
months.
skin cells next
a
to me,
year.
but you know, other than
Oh,
that.
it's delicious.
Don't have that. I
Don't you have that all accumulated in your
Yeah,
keyboard? Anyway?
I have a braid of hair
Oh,
off
ew.
to the side and bones. Remember, 2 p.m. tomorrow Central Time on twitch.tv/Green Eye Trombonist.
Hashtag
Aaliyah, I think I'm not gonna let you advertise your streams anymore.
Like low key, there are gifts out there. They haven't been published, so you can't do them publicly. But yeah, someone has taken gifs of me doing unboxings on my stream of like looking insane and holding a razor blade and just a bunch of stuff. So
Ilea.
my stream, I was using my Sweeney Todd replica razor blade to open my boxes of deliveries to show an unboxing.
Oh god.
And I just happened to look insane.
I
Can we-
need this GIF in my life.
Can we back up to the fact that you have a replica razor blade?
Yes, from Sweeney Todd. And it is
Anyone
sharp.
else not feel comfortable.
Did you get like the
that
pre-order
Aaliyah
collector's edition
has
box set of Sweeney
super
Todd or
sharp
something?
blades?
No, but the problem is I can't find my Ulu knife, and it's this crescent blade that's actually meant for deflashing. I used it for like pumpkin carving art, but it was just so pretty, and I can't find it, and it makes me sad.
I forgot that there was a defleshing category on Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh
Look,
dear.
The,
Oh
the
dear.
blade was a gift, but if anyone else would like to buy me knives, please
No,
let me know.
No,
Remind me
no,
to never
no,
buy
no,
you a
no,
knife.
no.
Is that? I
That
don't.
sounds like putting sulfur on top of fire or something. Like it's
Yeah, that. Okay.
Also, speaking of
Sounds
which,
like
in one of
putting
my
napalm on top of
yeah,
fire.
in I like the idea of thermite personally.
You would.
In one of my Pokemon Go groups, because I am a member of Pokemon Go groups on Facebook, they were like, leave a comment and I'll say which Pokemon you remind me of. And
Oh,
the person
dear.
put Blaziken for me, and I went, yes, I am fire, I am death.
So,
Wow. Okay.
So, 2 p.m. Central Time. Look, we all know that Zolta's murderous rampage comes from some deep part of my soul that may not be that deep, but does not
Okay.
I was about to say,
lead
this
to
is like
actual things in real
surface
life.
level stuff.
Ilea, we get it. You're a method actor. We get it.
I just play
okay?
chaotic roles that are me.
Understand.
Watch out, Meryl Streep.
Next
No, I actually watched that.
campaign, you are playing a fluffy bunny.
And she's gonna do the same shit.
Have you heard of Monty Python and the Holy Grail? I will gladly play that fluffy bunny.
So anyway, Rob's a little wild. Yeah, I think that does it, but pretty well as far.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I have one more announcement that's somewhat
Oh.
important that I just totally forgot about until now. Thank you, Kathleen.
What, is it the thing that I think it is?
I have no idea what you're thinking, Alex, and I have never pretended to.
Good answer.
Oh, dear.
Z-Youthon is coming.
Yep, it's that thing. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
In fact, the next episode of this will in fact be delayed because of Z-Youthon.
Ah.
Yep,
It is in 2
it is.
weeks, and it starts on July 30th at noon Pacific and goes until August 3rd on
Third.
Monday, and will end that afternoon. So, little
For
bit
those
of a
of you
different
that
vibe this
don't
year.
know-
A nice little COVID vibe this year, where everyone's apart from each other.
But we'll still be playing games together.
Oh yeah.
For charity. We're raising money for direct relief.
Yeah.
I was in my mind. I was just thinking, oh, this is a Z-Youthon. Everybody, goes to Amanda's, and then I'm like, oh.
Some of the more convenient people, I think, still plan to meet up in a very small group there, but most of us will be
Yeah.
away.
Safe.
Yeah, we've got a couple races and a couple other really cool things happening with it as well. I'm doing a couple different games. Elias is doing a race of Link to the Past randomizer, and a couple other things as well.
We'll have a full schedule out soon on the social media channels.
Hmm. So keep an eye out.
So, Rome's a little wild, huh?
Where is my knife?
I think with that, it's time to return to the realms of the wild.
Oh wow, we have music. Exciting.
Something's happening.
The
It's
party,
very dramatic, and oh my god, Leah.
the party, after dealing with a Hinox and Patra team, No one knows why those two random monsters decided to team up. But the word Lykios permuted the air.
Of course it did.
After defeating this, the party was able to reconvene and decide on the next course, looking for some clue as to where the next wound could be. They've decided to follow Aurel back to this city she's been living in for the immediate past. Riverside's as a city, the kind of buffer between Eastern Hyrule and Hyrule Field with its many guardians. Coming up from Lake Hylia, after they left the fairly wooded area, they eventually came to a large open field full of tall grass, where they also discovered a guardian graveyard. Though a few mistakes happened here or there getting out, they were able to traverse it unscathed, and eventually made it to Riverside City. After having a brief encounter with the door guard, they went to look for an inn or to tavern to stay the night, and were able to do so. However, when they got to set in, they noticed something seemed off. The general kind of noise of a tavern didn't seem to be coming out, and when looking through the very, very dirty windows, they noticed only a single figure cloaked in shadows. They eventually decided to send in Aurel to figure out exactly what was going on, and they discovered that the gentleman waiting in there for them was not actually waiting for them, but was in fact a decoy. And a woman sitting in a hidden part of the tavern was the true mastermind of whatever was going on. And with that, and it was raining outside.
Oh,
What a scene!
Most important part. Got to turn on that sound effects.
just
I
painted
was
this
sitting-
nice
like,
mental image. Oh yeah, turns a faucet and just starts.
I mean, that's how it works,
There you
right?
guys go.
I have a sound effect for a tavern, but it's a full tavern, so it doesn't really make sense. So. And it was raining last time.
Jody, I would just like to commend your memory at this point. That
he's
one,
the DM.
even exhausted, you know what was happening, and I have no recollection of any of this except for Aurel sitting on someone's lap.
It helps that these are publicly
You know.
archived.
Well,
Correct.
And Jody just has an amazing memory for these things.
He does.
no, I don't. Medication has robbed me of my memory. The issue being, I had to create a stat block at 5 a.m. this morning for this woman. So
I don't,
Oh,
there's just
So
no
I
need
would
for
like
that.
to take out my knife.
Okay.
Oh my god. damn it!
Keep your TOS off the Zelda Universe channel.
Okay, so letter opener. It's a sword.
If I had
Anyway.
if I had a nickel for every letter opener that was shaped like a sword.
You would have
A lot of
A nickel?
you have a lot. Okay.
So just
So
a rails in there, right?
currently, yes. So Arel, you're standing, sitting, whatever you did.
Sorry, hold on, guys. I'm not here.
Gotcha.
What impeccable timing. We can still see Arel, who has.
So the rest of you watched as Arel shadow stepped into the room.
And there's a window,
And-
right, that we saw the guy from.
Yeah, that's how she was able to shadow step. She does it visually. Again, though, the window is kind of covered in grease and that, so it's kind of hard to see clearly. But you did see Arel kind of appear in there, and then you watched her focus go from the man that's just sitting there, whose demeanor has not changed since she appeared there. Which is strange. Generally,
Which should be odd because this appeared.
yeah.
I don't.
Generally, if
understand.
someone just appears out of the shadow, he would at least look at her to acknowledge. But this guy is just staring straight ahead, and Arel seems to be conversing with someone you can't see. Arel. Again, you hear a voice from the other side of the tavern, and you notice this woman sitting in a corner with no windows. She's wearing this very interesting kind of flowing garb itself. She's relatively heavily covered, but all of the fabrics and everything are very kind of light, airy fabrics. Like the sleeves themselves have some give to them. There's a very kind of distinct Grudo feel to her garb, and seeing the rest of her, you're relatively certain this is a Gerudo. She's kind of halfway between relaxed and kind of coiled. She's leaning against a table, and you can see this incredibly intricate long spear right next to her. The spear itself is obviously very highly made, to the point where you've never quite seen something like it, and something that you can't even really help but have your eye drawn to it is right before the base of the blade on the spear. There's this very interesting gem, it looks like, set into it, and the longer you kind of admire the long spear, the more you can't help but just focus on this gem, and you have an extremely hard time to tearing your eyes away from it. Eventually, you're kind of jostled back into consciousness almost, as the woman goes, "Now, I think it'll be the best for everyone if you get your friends in here and we have a nice, civilized conversation."
Okay.
And she just kind of sits there waiting expectantly.
Oh, you meant me go get them. Okay.
No, I prefer you to stay where you are, but I know they're watching. So if you just want to gesture for them to join us.
If they can see me, hold on. Let me go closer.
What is she doing?
I think she says the coast is clear and we should go inside.
We sure about
Volta's
this?
currently trying to figure out if the sound effect of rain is really as awesome as she thinks it is, or if it's raining outside.
No, why would I move from a lovely position? I know, right? I keep having to take off my headphone.
I think it's raining outside.
It's the sound effects are wonderful.
Yes, but there were like additional thunder things happening in the background.
Jody,
Welcome
Jody,
to
stop.
Wisconsin.
I need you to stop your powers of weather in Wisconsin for your Foley if you're not going to share that with the rest of the world, okay?
Pierre.
Yes.
Pierre says so he has less of a chance of dying to a warlord. Take a legend point from Sarah.
Thank you,
effing
Sarah.
Guzman,
Seraphin.
something.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah,
Thank you, Sarah.
Seraphin Guzman. There we go.
Wait,
So
and what did
Sarah
you say?
effing Guzman.
Look, as someone who Matthew
That
Mercer
works,
once named Green-Eyed Botanist, I understand how names can
I
be
mean,
misread.
that's also an honor to be botched by Matt Mercer. Wait,
I
what
mean,
was the message?
True.
You get a legend point.
You get a legend point, but
No,
it
but
was
what-
Pierre, so he has less of a chance of dying to a warlord.
I mean, fair. Hurtful, but fair, Sarah. Thank you. Let's
Okay.
be clear. Y'all left me to die last time I was here.
Hey, you were fine. We
Let's also
protected
I'm
be
you.
clear.
sorry.
Y'all yeeted out of the way,
The
and it was just me and
person
Fury.
that has the most kind of reason to be upset about being left to die
Elias.
is most definitely a Runa.
Yeah.
Y'all yeeted out of the way and left me with a Dark Knight in a tree.
Yeah, we left
Must be
Aruna
nice.
passed out on the floor.
Wait, what?
Yeah, last combat,
What did I
Aruna hit the ground, and they spent like 4 rounds of combat just watching Aruna.
We weren't just
Unconscious.
watching, we were fighting.
And
You were
flirting.
assisting.
You
Well,
people
yes.
suck.
Come on.
Good
come on.
lord.
We didn't even think about saving him.
Yeah.
We were just like, it's a battle, fight.
You know, I leave for like 4 weeks, and all of a sudden, full on anarchy.
Let's
Just
go
4 weeks.
back to that 4 weeks.
All right,
For
so
like 2 months.
Guys, I think it's
Yeah, that was a long
I think
day.
it's good. And Aruna starts walking to the front door.
I trust nothing, and I
No,
put on
no,
my life
no.
drain.
hi, no. Hi, no.
I'm getting mixed signals. I don't trust this Aruna.
Don't we always get kind of semi-mixed signals from tracks? Like there's a very loud signal,
Yeah.
but also like this background
That's
signal
true.
that is like maybe not.
Just get,
She seems really
ready
insecure
to-
about
be
something
ready
and
to fuck up.
overcompensates by
Arel,
talking
sorry.
in a very flirty way.
This is true. I mean, yes, both ways.
Yeah.
let's be on guard and act careful.
Do you think
Okay,
that
well-
something bad is in the tavern?
Okay, well, I'm
don't know,
gonna
but
tell the mysterious person. I don't think they're getting the message, so I will be right back, and I'm gonna go and shadow step back to them. Can I not? Am I stuck? Am I trapped in this guy's lap forever?
Yes. This is your punishment.
Yes, I mean, oh wait.
Oh
May only be in
no.
one person's lap for the rest of your life.
No!
I'm gonna have you
Oh dear.
just because of how this works. I'm gonna have you roll just an Yeah, because it's the factor of your entropy. Yeah, roll me just an entropy check.
What an interesting check.
Don't go
to
behind
make.
that.
I like entropy.
25.
All right. So as you sit there and you start to focus on your control of shadows, and you open up a doorway, you immediately feel as if something has kind of gripped you and is pulling you and keeping you away. And as you try harder and harder, you eventually break free of the grasp and are able to step out back to your allies. Right as Aruna is walking in the door.
Damn it.
Hi guys.
Oh,
So,
wait.
Hey.
What?
Hi. Just
So,
so you know,
Aruna,
here's the
you are
situation.
just barely inside.
I'm like halfway
as
in
you
the
watch-
door.
Yeah, as you watch Arel just shoop, and to your left, you hear the Goron. Lovely to meet you. I've heard so much about.
That's great. Hang on for 1 second. I need to ask my friend here why she's teleporting back and forth. Hey, Arel, why are you
Oh my
teleporting
God.
back and forth?
Hey, so shut the door. I've got some cool info for you.
I would,
in
but
here
the
really
lady
cool.
in here
Do-si-do.
really wants to talk to me, so I'm like kind of in between two conversations.
Well, I mean, we will talk to that lady in a moment, but come here. I need to talk to you first.
Okay,
First.
excuse me, lady. I need to talk to Arel first. I'll be
Actually,
right
I'd
back.
prefer everyone to come in.
Guys, she's kind of scary. She kind of trapped me almost, and I just feel like this is creepy.
But like half of you
She-
are scary, and I walk around with you all the time.
Okay, this is
I
true.
have
This
no
is
idea
fair.
what you mean.
I'm very concerned. What?
Okay.
We're
I'm
still
not
halfway in the door.
scary.
Small synopsis of what happened. Yes, this is thing, and there's this gem, and don't look at the gem because it's pretty, but it'll trap you.
Wait, she's got a gem? Iruna walks
What?
in.
Oh my God! Aruna, no! Dang it! God! Damn it!
Well, he's a goner.
Well, we tried. All right,
Hi,
bye, guys.
Runa. We left you last time.
He leaves the
Have
door
fun
open.
storming the castle.
Think he'll make it?
You'll be a miracle.
We'll
Comply.
find out.
Bye.
Oh God.
Well, I guess that's our decision, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. What's going? I just look at Aurel and just is like, wait. Cliff notes. What?
Scary lady inside freezes things, makes you scary. It's actually kind of hot.
Don't look
Oh,
at Jen.
okay. Gem, avoid.
Yeah, don't. There's and this is what she looks like, and it's just like. Anyway,
Okay.
if you guys want to go and be careful, but
I attack?
don't eat the walls.
Don't.
She seemed like she wanted to talk to us. It's kind of is concerning though because of how much like she was able to stop the guy's lap. Like, come on, the guy didn't even notice I was sitting in his lap and caressing his face. You know something is bad when a sexy being drops into your lap, and you don't react.
Or just
I mean,
any being
fair,
dropped into your
but-
lap right
Especially,
away, the
especially
shadows.
a sexy being dropping into your lap.
I feel like
yes.
that's inconsequential to the actual argument.
I don't know how to respond to this information, so I'm gonna. Nope, not touching it.
Good.
But you can.
So, Aruna, as you could come in, you do indeed see this woman wearing kind of flowing Gerudo-esque clothing.
He walks
But
up
with
to
your-
a booth, sits down, offers a handshake.
With your experience
Offers
in
a what?
trade and everything, you notice that her garb has the fabrics and kind of style are Gerudo-esque, but it has a distinct Hylian cut to everything, which is really weird because you've never met a Gerudo that wanted anything to do with anyone but Gerudo.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, he goes to whatever table or booth she's sitting at. Tries to sit down as best he can in his size. Offers a handshake. Hi, I'm
And she
Aruna,
kind of
the
looks at
Goron.
your hand, and she takes out a notebook and kind of flips through it. What is your name?
Wait, is this
I'm
another Kess?
Iruna.
And you see her start writing things
What's
down.
your name?
Riveting.
Oh, I'm Tathra.
Tathra. I've never met a Tathra, although I've never met any Gerudo who who dresses like you, but I guess that's probably just like a this Hyrule thing. So I'm just going with
Oh, no. I'm unique among my kind.
Well, so am I.
Well,
You could probably tell
Oh,
from
I-
all the scars.
Oh,
gathered
no.
to that. Are your friends going to join us? I'm particularly interested in meeting Zulta.
Zolta?
Nope.
Hey,
I'm
Zolta. Hey, Zolta.
Wait, do we hear this?
She has a very, very good, quiet voice, and with the rain and everything happen out to the side, no.
Zolta
You do
is
hear,
still
"Hey,
a proud
Zolta."
and ambitious person, even after all this time, and does not like to be ordered into a establishment.
I just said, hey, Zolta.
No.
Aruna, on the other hand, doesn't have the volume
Yeah.
control.
Aruna, what's the gem like?
Oh, what is the gem like?
It's is not a gem,
Dang it.
and you notice this right off the bat.
It's not actually a gem.
Is it worth anything?
Probably. It looks real fancy.
Does the person look fancy?
Yeah, she looks really fancy.
Find out
And
what her upbringing
she kind of does
is.
Why
a
don't
very
you
slight
just all come
bow.
in here and meet her yourself? She's really
I
nice.
don't want to be ordered into a place.
I'm not ordering you.
You didn't order me. That other person tried to.
She did? Did you try to order us in here?
I requested
Yeah, she requested.
that your friend bring the rest of her friends in here so we can have a lovely conversation.
Zolta, come on, come in with me.
All
I
she
kind of want
wants
to
to
hit on
do
there.
is talk.
I'm highly suspicious, but
I don't trust. I still have my life drain on so that I can start killing at a moment's notice.
I'm
But
gonna
I
like.
walk into
It's
the
a ring
damn bar.
Nice.
I look at Cass. I'm assuming Cass is just like scribbling frantically, just being like,
Yep. Though she is
Riveting.
slightly intrigued by meeting another notebook wielder.
I thought you were just going to stop at notebook, like meeting another notebook.
She doesn't even care about whoever's just using it. She's
she's like,
"Notebook."
I want that notebook.
Yeah.
Give
It's
it
like,
to me.
oh, journaling. Yay.
The notebook takes a very
God.
different meaning in this world. Okay, I guess I'm gonna
Iruna
also
scoots
walk
over
in.
to make room
Okay.
for the others.
This feels like a spider to the fly scenario.
Yeah, I'm not too
Oh,
pleased about it.
you don't all have to sit in this cramped booth.
Oh, but
we
I
have
don't mind.
the entire tavern to
Great.
ourselves.
I'm going to be as close to the front door as possible.
I'm
Okay.
going to
Leaning
sort of.
against a wall.
I'm also gonna lean against the wall and just sort of like carefully just be careful of where my knives are and be aware of them.
Carefully be
Okay.
careful.
I'm not.
He's going to
listen-
accidentally stab himself.
I'm not
Fair.
saying my wording is ever good.
As everyone files in through the doors, I'm just gonna start. That's Aurel. She goes through shadows a lot.
Shut
That's
up!
Pierre. He plays music and has knives. Although I don't think that's his real name. That's Zolta. That's the
Aruna?
one you wanted to talk
Aruna.
to. And that's Kess.
Oh, she wants
takes
to
notes
talk
a
to me.
lot.
Real quick before we get into that, Sarah, you know, I may resemble that remark. Zolta is looking for a waiter.
Sarah, you get a legend point. Thank you.
I mean,
Excuse
fair.
me. The GM gives out legend points, and yes, this is Sarah
That's
does
true.
get
That's
one.
true.
But
And with that brief nod,
Player
and
point.
upon looking around, finding no waiter except for a man who's not reacting to anything
Maybe
and
that's
sitting
the
down,
waiter.
I'm going to assume that is the waiter. I'm going to be like, I'll get to you in a minute. Garçon! And go. And just try and antagonize this person who has no reactions. Welcome
you
to
watch
3
as
years of Zolta.
yeah. You watch as the woman sits there and eventually just kind of nods towards the man, who gets up very quickly and rushes out the door.
Well, that was rude. I'm going to
Good
give
health
it
is
2 out of
just
5
so
stars.
hard to find.
2 out of 5 stars.
This is concerning.
Where did the second star come from?
That gem, if we get it, it'll
But it's
be
not a
second
gem.
star. Well, you see, I like to start from the top, assuming the best of locations, and then they lose stars. We haven't quite gotten to 1 star yet.
Oh, that's impressive.
That's
You
incredibly
would've thought it was the
optimistic
other
of
way.
you, Zolta.
Yeah.
I know.
It's incredibly.
As you are all
you know,
discussing
that's one of the things. I'm seen as optimistic
She-
Zolta back in my land.
puts the notepad away, and she takes out what looks like some sort of a scroll, and she unfurls it and says, "Zulta Kallio,
Why do you know my name? Why are you looking for me?
Mantan Kallio, as his using the authority of the House of Kallio, has issued the following decree: Zulta shall be returned to House Kallio, preferably unharmed, to face the judgment of her family.
Does this mean I get to meet your parents?
No.
Undersigned, Luda Kallio."
This is
She
ominous.
rolls it up. She looks at the very bottom. A reward of 1,000 rupees shall be given to anyone who aids her in her return. She rolls it up and puts it into a pouch on her hip.
Great. You go home and you can tell my family, and she does a rude gesture that in the Zora land is fuck off.
See, I was told that might be your reaction. And I gotta say, I'm not particularly fond of it.
That's nice. I don't particularly care.
You eventually get used to Zolta and her attitude and her flaws.
I have no flaws, Aruna.
Yes, you do.
Any flaws you see are your own preconceived notions. That
Every
don't
gem
actually
is
apply.
flawed, though.
I'm not a gem. I am a Zolta.
Put that on a shirt. Can I feel like I know where this train of thought is going, but I kind of want to know more. Part of me wants to use the new thing that I've been working on in this past couple of months.
Oh yeah,
Damn
you've been
it.
concentrating a lot in the past 4 sessions.
I mentioned that while they were all fighting, you just spent the entire combat going,
By the way, I agree with Sarah 100%. Zolta is not only like not happy about being ordered to return to her family, but also insulted at the reward of 1,000 rupees.
Zolta's insulted by everything at all times.
well,
I mean, yes.
as you're kind of looking almost indignant, Tathra follows up with, "Well, it's a relatively impressive bounty coming from someone who's been dead for what, a decade now."
Wait, who's dead?
What?
Is Zolta dead, or is the person in the
No,
letter dead?
I think it's the person.
No.
I'm dead. We've been traveling for months together. That's how I make it through the realms.
It would
That's
honestly
why
explain
Jerry
a
couldn't
lot.
come with me.
Mm.
Because I'm dead. You're dead. We're all dead.
Everyone's
Manton-
ghost. I'm ghost. You're ghost. Jesus.
Kalia was unfortunately killed in a training accident
Mm-hmm.
a very long time ago. However, his name still carries a fair amount of weight, or it did before his daughter was accused of being a Rivers Zora.
And I see that the Zora Nation is still trying to force feed us the training accident line.
I
Well, who am I? I'm simply someone who's
Mm. I don't.
looking for a way to support her own family.
Question.
Yeah,
Jody.
yes.
Am I in a place where I know I don't like where this is going, but I kind of want to know more and read into this man? Can I take advantage of this mind dredge thing and try to read into this person's mind? I want to.
You can always attempt it.
Okay, I'm gonna. Because I'm like, there's something here that she's not saying, and I'm like, I'm
There's a
gonna do
lot
it.
she's not saying.
I know, which is why I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
I have
Because then I can get access to their thoughts. Oh,
And while
right.
you do that, I'm going to go search for that email where I told you my entire backstory 3 years ago.
Yeah, you mean the email that I just
Hey,
looked
hey,
up?
Jody. I have a tiny little question. How's a 36?
Pretty good. So, you are still unfamiliar with this power.
Yes. I
So
am.
this is the first time that you've tried using it, and it's actually worked. So, as you use it and you start to kind of probe her mind, the first thing that you notice is actually a lack of something. As you sit there and you make this connection, you are kind of preparing yourself to kind of be overwhelmed with someone else's the thoughts and have to really discipline your mind to avoid being overwhelmed with it, and you get nothing.
Oh, that's not good.
And as you kind of concentrate further, she just kind of looks at you and locks eyes and gives you a little wink.
Fuck, she knows what I'm doing.
I have so many questions. How can a dead man issue a warrant? How can she be accused of being a River Zora if her parents weren't River Zora? How do things work here?
Well, see, when one of your family members is accused of being a River Zora, it actually kind of taints your entire family line. And the Kalios, well, let's just say they've lost a fair amount. And Luda doesn't technically have the authority anymore to request a bounty. So she used the last remnants of the good name of her house to issue this warrant in the name of her husband who had passed.
Oh, so Luda's your mom.
Not that a lot of those Zora would like to have that be the case.
Is that a yes?
And you watch her kind of drop her facade for a second, and she goes, "This is Zultra. I understand the whole estrangement thing. I'm not on good terms with my mother either, but I've got a daughter, and if she had run away from home for any reason, I would do whatever it takes to get her back."
This is not true of all parents.
You have a daughter.
Parental
I
figures.
suggest you think about her and leave me alone.
Maybe we could all pool our money into like the reward amount so that you get the money to take care of your daughter and we don't have to go to where Zoltan.
Oh, I'm not doing this entirely for the money. I'm a sellsword. There's always another job. See, I spoke with Luda, and as one mother to another mother, she seemed very fervent in her belief that she was worried about you, and she wanted you back.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
So you guys got the like mom bond thing going on?
I wouldn't have taken this job if it had been for any reason other than to reunite a family. I'm not nearly as bad as the people make me out to be. I'm just very, very good at what I did to do.
Yeah,
Oh, what a coincidence. So am I.
that sounds like a lot of us actually.
Visibly uncomfortable over here. Very concerned.
I just want to say that this is not your circus, so this should not be one of your monkeys. Sometimes families aren't meant to stay together. Sometimes they are not compatible. So
Zolta
Yes.
right now is
maybe
actually
this is what it is.
appreciative of Noelle.
Elias's reaction
this is what
is
it is.
all I needed.
situation.
Elias just made the look, and I love this character choice, so I want to applaud this. I'm just like, what? What does this mean? Aruna can't compute.
Yes, but
We stand.
when one member of that family offers to pay someone else 1,000 rupees to reunite that family,
Yes, but you also said potentially unharmed. Thus, just back up.
Yeah, you also said that I'm going to stand trial.
Wait,
Yeah,
there was
that
a
too.
another
Did I-
trial. Oh,
did I
Yeah.
say that?
Yes, you
You
did.
did stand judgment.
No, like this
Judgment.
is the GM.
This- you said
No,
judgment.
so you
Did
said
I-
stand
It was a
judgment.
stand judgment of her
Which is-
family, which is like
Which,
being
by the
held
way-
trial
Is
by the
trial?
family.
Iruna's about to
Yeah.
take very literally.
I mean, we've had a trial before. That's like literally what I'm assuming this was.
Wait, a
Yeah.
trial for
Outside-
who?
Me.
For-
Oh, yeah,
we
Pierre.
had that.
Yeah, this
trial.
is-
That was
and
was
how
like
did that
last year.
go?
We got out of it.
Let's see. We got out of
did
it, but
get out of
Pierre
it.
was jailed, and then we had to go do all of this extra stuff and almost died multiple
They let
times.
him out of
We
jail.
got a
Adventure.
special.
Yes,
we got a
Kes
robot
got
sidekick out of it.
great. Kes got Bool. I almost killed us with like magma or something.
I had to
did.
put on my Goron lawyer glasses.
We still owe billions of rupees.
Do we?
I'm Bool. How much money do we owe for the destruction of that city?
I don't think we have anything. I thought that was for paid.
Bool.
Oh, right. That. I forgot how much we. Okay.
Error.
The current debt of the party is calculating.
It's a lot of calculating.
Pool needs to restart. It's not
So-
Calculating.
So you see,
Calculating.
fabulous person, it is probably not a good idea to bring these fine folk home. They will ruin everything, apparently.
it's a
Maybe
long
we should
story,
leave this
Earl.
city.
Wait, hey, I totally forgot her name, but Iruna probably
Cool.
wouldn't have.
Zethra?
Oh, Cathra.
Cathra.
Cathra. Hey, Cathra. You seem like
Cathra with a T.
Tathra with a T. Hey, Tathra with a T. I know that you look really capable, especially with controlling the waiter and with your non-gem. But we are too.
Remarkably enough, controlling the waiter wasn't hard.
Also, I like that we've all just decided he's the waiter because Zolta went, that's a waiter.
We yes and obviously.
Yeah, Zolta would
However,
actually agree with you.
continue.
Well, I was just gonna say that, like, I know that you're on like a mission, like you really want to complete this bounty. I'm assuming it's a bounty and that you're a bounty hunter.
Well, I'm a sellsword, so I do some bounty hunting. I've done some guard work. It's remarkably difficult to get a salary position as a Gerudo outside of the
Sure, yeah.
desert.
That's true with the Gerudo I'm used to too. But my point is that, like, if we offer to counter offer the bounty and you don't take it, like, Zolta will probably get all like murdery, which she does before, and then the rest of us are gonna back her up. But the point of that is, like, it could be
I appreciate that,
be a
Aruna.
toss up between who wins. And if you lose, then your daughter won't have anyone. So, like, maybe you shouldn't risk it, right? And we should just give you the money here, and you should just avoid the Zoras like she does.
As I've said before, it's not about the money.
So then, quick
It's
question
about your daughter,
before I
right?
kill you. Quick question. What do you know of my siblings?
You have siblings.
You have siblings? Are they all as attractive as you?
That is a fantastic good question.
As he looks up.
As I look
as
over
you-
this
as he frantically
massive
looks over the email.
backstory.
Yeah,
he
the backstory's got a lot of detail, and then like
I
certain things were
skimmed it like
redacted.
4 different
How many
times,
pages is your
Like-
backstory,
and I
Alia?
think it
It's
keeps
a novel.
missing.
It's not that many, but then Jody like fleshed out
Fleshed
certain
it, of
things.
course.
But like there's
As
this
he does.
whole redacted paragraph thing. So yeah.
While you're doing that, Jody, question. So my 36 got me absolutely nowhere, correct?
No, it did. What you found out is the person that you were reading their mind has an extremely disciplined mind to the point
Where she could like basically like
she's not resisting. She literally is not thinking anything on purpose.
because she knows that I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
So
like,
at the bare minimum, she's familiar with that power and knows how to control her the thoughts enough that you're not getting amok. Every so often when the
36.
conversation goes, you will hear what she's going to say before she says it.
but not
that's
like
all.
this. They're like that. Like the daughter is a front or anything like that. She damn with a 36. Okay. This is
Yeah, no,
concerning me.
The information that you're getting is more along the idea of she knows that this particular power and she's prepared for it. So that itself is useful information.
Okay. Got it.
Zulta, you had something?
Yeah. So la 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 la. Just to remind you, names of siblings are Zane and Zerna, if that makes it easier to find while you're
Yes.
reading.
I found that. I'm trying to make sure because when I first spoke, I kind of forgot that Manton was dead, and so I'm feverishly looking to make sure no one else is
He's
died.
dead.
As he's talking very slowly, as he's like, "Oh God, God, God!"
And
what-
there was a cover up around it. But do remember that bit was changed from what I first sent you to what you sent back.
I also want to say this is one of the few times where Jody, you're at a loss, and we're not like being distracted by other information and conversation. Now we're
Yeah.
like, all right, let's do this. Let's
You're
play.
all
And you're
like,
just like, oh,
Zolta,
go
So-
be distracted.
3 years of lies and like no knowledge.
I mean,
So, Leah, if I say something wrong, correct me. But
If I
think I've
remember,
got it.
I will. If not, maybe we
Otherwise,
retcon a little.
people at home, this may slightly change, and we
Yeah.
may have some slight
But
contradictions.
Zolta is
We might
known
have
to
retconning.
lie about her backstory, so
well, we
if you
haven't
say
had a lot of
something
her
wrong
backstory.
that happens to help obfuscate things, I told Aruda that we were cannibals from the time we were born.
So far, he hasn't been heard otherwise.
I mean,
So-
that's true, but like,
As you ask
I assumed it was
about
wrong.
your siblings, Pierre, the first thing you notice before she says anything is 2 names pop up: Zerna and Zane.
okay,
And she continues with, "Well, Zane is not the most talkative person, but Zerna, well, Zerna misses you. She's actually probably the primary driving force as far as how they were able to get the reward.
Really?
She's still particularly
Really?
good at making friends.
Really?
Wait,
When
who's the
did
oldest?
Zerna return to our realm?
What? What?
Hold
I
up.
shoot Ilea a look. Or not Ilea, Zolta a look of.
Zerna eventually ran away from home.
Mhm.
That's a sentence in the backstory.
Yep. Thank you.
But it's
Well-
fine because I now just believe you're a liar.
Well, she returned to the realm because I brought her. This isn't the first Zora bounty I've
And what
gone
was the reward for bringing Zerna home?
on. That one was only 100 rupees, but to be honest, she was significantly easier to find. And
yeah, well, I
didn't
haven't been
have
in
to
this dimension
worry.
for a while.
I didn't have to worry about dealing with Yiga clan members and the dark magic and the things like that. So
My magic isn't dark.
my hourly rate goes down as the likelihood of death goes down.
You have an hourly
You-
rate too?
That's not a smart move.
You haven't yet dealt with dark magic.
Oh, you'd be surprised. See, I've teamed up with shadow hunters, shadow stalkers before, and actually captured Yiga clan members, and not this weak. Oh, I'm going to just find a random Shika and accuse them of doing something. These were actually Yiga clan members. So I dealt with dark magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rather skilled at dealing with it. Makes my rates for being a guard pretty high, but definitely
Yeah.
worth it.
My point was that I'm not a River Zora. You're not dealing with dark magic here.
And yet, my spear says otherwise.
Nifty.
Does your spear detect dark magic?
Let's just say if things go poorly, you'll find out.
Well, I think we'd rather them not go poorly.
I think they've
feel this
already
is the
gone
same
poorly.
way.
Zolta, you should know
I'm-
that things can go a lot more poorly than they are right now.
That's fine. I'm not going back to the Zora realm.
Do you think they'll like put you on another trial or something like they did with Pierre? Not they did with Pierre, but you know what I mean.
Don't care about the trial. I'm not going back.
Okay.
We're at a bit of an impasse then, because I'm getting paid to bring you back, and well, your family will want you back, and
No,
Why
they don't.
why do you said it's not about the money, but after like the line of logic I went where if we end up fighting each other and you possibly die and your daughter's left with no one to look after her, does that not
I
matter
won't.
to you?
I won't die.
Okay,
Seems awfully confident of you.
but I know we
Confidence
give off like
born
a,
of history.
I know that we give off like a certain vibe to like our skill level, but we've actually done a lot.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, I'm very familiar. You murdered most of a team of shadow stalkers. You fought a Hinox and flying eyeball thingy.
Mhm.
Self-defense is self-defense.
And that's just what
Don't
we've
force
done
me to
in
go
like
somewhere I don't want to go.
that's just the stuff we've done in the last week. Like we've done like they weren't kidding about us destroying an entire city. We did do that.
Not in that exact.
Well,
That
okay.
wasn't the goal.
We
That
destroyed
wasn't
an
the
already
goal.
destroyed city, kind of, but
That's not. That's besides the.
it was still
point.
really impressive.
Can I leave this frickin' realm already?
I feel like if we knew how to, we maybe could, but
Listen, this was a formality. I've shown you my writ for the bounty. I've told you I have the legal authority to do this, and I've asked you very politely to come with me.
I'm a dimensional hopping being. I don't recognize your authority.
Doesn't really matter. You are free to ignore this. I'll just let you know I've never failed at any of the bounties I've taken. I'm very good at finding people. And the next time we meet, you probably won't be in as advantageous position as you are now. Oh, and I'll probably have friends. So if you could come now, we can do this. I don't have to tie you up. I don't have to anything. We can all just walk together. We can meet with your family. They can pay me, and then you can do whatever you want. You don't have to stay with them after they pay me. I don't really have a dog in this fight.
But you just said it wasn't about the money.
Jody, did you just make this the most appealing to start a fight right now with this person? You just
I have a
told
question.
Zolta this is the best chance she has of fighting and winning.
I have a question. Are
Mhm.
we the only people in this tavern? Because I'm starting to get really concerned that we are not alone.
As far as what you can see, yeah, you're alone. You
'Cause
used to
I
have a
don't-
waiter, but he left when
I'm
Zolta
gonna be
tried to get
honest.
service.
This is starting to get really concerning for me, and I'm worried about someone saying no, and she's like, "I'm afraid that was the wrong choice," and immediately we all get jumped.
It's too late.
Can I quickly
trying
scan
to-
real quick the area to see if there's any
It's too late. I'm attacking her with lightning.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Look,
I was
Jody
gone
did
for a
it.
minute.
She's going for it.
Jody
Oh, Aaron Burr.
literally
Okay.
had Tathra say that this is the best chance Zolta's going to get of beating her, and that the next time won't be so advantageous, and Tathra will have friends. In what world is that not Jody telling Zolta to try and fight now? Is it most likely going to result with Zolta bound and gagged and being dragged away? Yes. Does
Okay.
Zolta care or think that that's what the outcome is going to be?
Can
No.
I do the
Lightning.
binding and the gagging?
There it is.
Lightning.
We were
Not
worried you
lightning,
were going to
we're
miss
doing
that
this.
one.
Power pointer.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the same without it.
Lightning with
Okay.
the power pointer.
All right. So we're doing this then, huh?
Reroll token. I got a 12. And this time, yeah, we're gonna use 3 legend points. Why not?
Oh dear.
We
Guys,
use
this
from 3
has a
advantage.
set
to 6.
Zulta enough. She's using legend
yeah.
points.
Zolta and her past are problematic.
This is gonna be a really
Hey,
interesting arc.
28. I'm attacking her with lightning, not entropic energy.
This
Yep.
right, but I had a 36 on a mind dredge and I got no.
Oh. So as you sit there and you could conjure up
This is
lightning,
bad.
you shoot it off. She instantly grabs her spear and spins it, and as the lightning strikes, it hits the spear, and as she twirls it over her head, she points it at. I need a die.
Oh God! I swear to God, if it's me.
It's gonna be yours.
Actually, now that you said that,
God damn it!
because you were poking around in her head.
Oh,
Here,
you know,
does
I
it,
do it.
28 hit your good guard?
It does not go 10 over, but it does.
So she sits there, she spins the spear, points it, and your lightning gets shot directly at Pierre.
Well, I guess I deserve that.
Oh,
Flying type is weak to electric.
well, Iruna begins to remove a bomb from his bomb bag.
Oh God, this was.
As you do that, she thrusts the base of her spear back into the window, which shatters it, and she leaps backwards out the window.
Okay.
We
God.
all need disguises
Why?
now. Because she
Because
knows
I feel like we
what
should be
all
chasing
look
her.
like.
Because as long as she knows that you're part of our party, they're gonna come after us.
Yep.
No, she
Are we
knew what
kind
we
of
were
obvious,
doing while
though?
we were alone. She'll know where we are. We need to go after her, and he starts going after her with his bomb.
Yeah, just start throwing bombs. I'm gonna try and death drain her. Who knows how far away she is?
As you kind of focus on your death aura, you suddenly realize something that you hadn't before. Normally, every life form around you, they're like little blips. You can't feel Runa, you can't feel Arel, you can't feel Pierre or Cass.
No,
You
she can't feel me.
You can only
Arel says I can feel her.
feel this strange kind of a void
Anytime you want.
that
Oh,
is
dear.
moving away fast enough that it eventually gets out of your field of influence, and then everyone just kind of appears again in your aura.
So don't use entropic. Don't use anything that might drain energy from something else. Like how I drain life. Maybe Arel, your shadow thing. Ever when that person comes around.
I can't use my shadow thing.
No,
Don't worry.
because I
This
I
makes
just
Can I use my other things?
I just tried to find her using the ability to sense life, and I couldn't sense any of you until this like black hole left my range.
She clearly has the ability to mess with any of our ways of tracking of her of any trying to
And she said that her staff thing helps with dark magic, which I assume is what she means about
Pierre
my
is still
life
kind of
stuff.
steaming from the lightning bolt.
I'm like slightly singed from all the electricity. It's like that, like those cartoons where you're just sort of like, that's what that is.
Earl
While,
goes over and starts patting Pierre down.
Thank you.
while they're having that
You're welcome.
conversation in the tavern, have I gotten anywhere with chasing her?
As you go outside, it is really, really dark and pouring rain.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a perception check with disadvantage for 4.
4.
This is a great
Oh,
time
dear.
to be giving as many legend points to all of us as possible.
Can I also just, while we're doing this, just say that that was an amazing character story moment? Oh my god.
Sarah, that's amazing.
Sarah? You're doing
Sarah's on
great.
it today.
All
They're
right.
so on it.
I'm going to use 4 legend points to offset.
Okay.
This is probably one of the few times that now that we don't have a Twitter MVP poll, I will say this. Please give Aruna legend points. Please, right now.
I kind of want to, I want to see how this reroll goes. Give him reroll tokens, if anything.
Yeah, I'll use my 1 reroll on it.
What was it?
It was 14. It continues to be 14.
Oh.
So as you rush outside, you're immediately just blasted with rain, and you see some movement, and you hear the sound of metals striking stone. You look to see where it was, and there's a brief of a flash of movement, and then nothing. The rain is so heavy right now. You're having a hard time seeing more than about 15 to 20 feet
Great.
in front of you.
Run in that direction.
Nice just try, Leah.
Hey, it's not for me. It's for Aruna.
If only that worked that way.
I guess I'll read it because the chat can't see. Someone named Green Ayid Trombonist.
Botanist.
It's still closer than Matt Mercer's.
tried to give 50 legend points to Aruna, using one redemption. By the way,
I have 1,300 and something rupees I can't use on this show.
That's right. We're not allowed to.
Exactly. So 50 times 20 costs for 1 legend point. 1,000.
Right, because we're also the only show that actually has incentives.
Yes. So I have all of these rupees
That's gonna
and
be a
nowhere to
note.
spend them.
That's gonna be a note for my meeting tonight.
Yeah, that should be a note because there used to be others.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna put that in my
Aruna,
list for tonight.
Elias, start having redemptions on your show.
No, because then you'll just redeem everything.
Yeah.
So
Make them nice redemptions.
Make one
Amanda
giant Alear
do
redemption.
something.
um,
She keeps getting killed in Star Fox Adventure.
Isn't she done with that?
I think last session she actually beat it, but for like 2 weeks in a row she was stuck on the same really dumb mission that involved her using a sniper rifle on foot as a Star Fox to kill things that would shoot her a lot.
Oh dear.
So, if I run in the direction of the clinking metal, does that get me anywhere once I get to the corner that was turned?
Well, actually, there was no corner that was turned. As you get there, there is a wall.
Can I? As uncomfortable as Aruna is in this rain, can he look up to see if it looks like any roofs were taken?
Using basic logic and the fact that she had a super long spear, you think she probably like vaulted up to the rooftop and is gone.
A high jump is an Olympic event.
Excellent.
So is the vault.
He will continue to pursue by transforming into his boulder form and using his climbing ability with the spikes.
I appreciate Aruna so much right now.
Point out.
Becoming a Metroid.
I didn't even think about that.
This will cause
Becoming
significant property damage.
That's fine.
Who can add it
Oh,
to our
dear.
tab?
So you turn.
Bull's over there
into-
still calculating how much we owe for the city. So.
Yeah, Bull never stopped. Honestly, I think her process hang we have to reboot.
Another from Gren Eade.
Gren eggs and trombones.
Ellie, just
Thanks,
stop.
Ru.
Just stop.
Ronin.
I'm gonna get dressed. I'll be back.
Banana nose.
Says kill the bounty hunter. That's a refund.
I paid 120 rupees.
So as you climb up to the side of this building and you go up, you're instantly met with kind of a sea of building tops. The one you're on right now is only 1 story tall, but they very quickly get 2 and the 3 stories in various areas, and there's alleys between them and the things like that. And I'm not sure. Do you have it? Do you have the ability to see while you're?
I'm
in
not
your-
as perceptive, but yeah, I can see
Okay.
as I'm.
So as you roll up, there's nothing that you can see. Like there's no trail to currently follow.
No movement on any of the rooftops of any kind.
There's so much movement from the rain falling and hitting the roof and water falling off and everything like that. That if there was a movement, you wouldn't be able to differentiate it.
Okay. I'll just pop out of boulder form and
Real quick, Sarah, My headcanon is Aruna, when he transformed into his rock and roll form, it's like Power Rangers, but instead of it's morphin' time, Aruna says, it's rollin' time.
I'll have
So,
to remember to say that.
Sarah, I am the biggest Power Rangers fan ever. I know all the Sentai team names, and I know the plots and everything. Like, I'm just so in love with this idea right now.
Well, and
I'll do it eventually.
Elias is a Ranger of Power. Not on this show, but
No, but on
Wait,
another one.
what did I just miss? What in the world?
You missed Weird
Aruna's a
History.
Power Ranger now.
Oh, is that going to be one of those shows now? Okay.
every time you go away, you miss something big.
Always. It's always
Aruna,
me,
as
not
you
my-
kind of come out of your rock form, you feel this creaking, cracking sound as your weight stuck in the same spot on this house proceeds to crush part of the roof.
Can I move
Not
to
enough
try and
that you
mitigate it?
Yeah. You don't like break the roof or like fall through anything. But the tiles are not the tiles. What are roof tiles?
tiles.
Right?
Yeah.
Or shingles.
Shingles. Those are words.
I mean, it depends on the architecture of where
Yeah.
we are, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. The ones that are made of clay,
Clay. Shingles.
maybe. Anyway, you're destroying those as you kind of walk around, and there's big holes in this side
Right.
of the building.
I'm trying to cause the least amount of damage while up here as
Mhm.
possible in whatever situation that makes
Yeah.
sense. And
Like every time you step, because you're a big guy, you do crack shingles.
okay, so staying
Um,
in place would actually cause less damage.
I am picturing this as a frozen lake cracking under someone's feet.
Kind of similar. The longer you stay in one place, you start hearing structural damage
Sure.
start happening.
All right.
Apparently, this roof was not built
To hold
to
Gorons on
support
top.
the weight of a Goron after it punched holes in it.
Right. So, as kind of quickly, just as he's trying to like a ice cracking on a lake, just trying to distribute his weight to cause the least damage while he's up there. He'll just, after he looks around to notice that he can't track her anymore, he'll just I guess he would yell. He'll just sort of shout out into the various roofs, "Hey, we don't have to fight, and you don't have to do this. We could probably just be cool with each other, and everyone can go home except Zolta, who doesn't want to."
Why can't we be friends?
Okay, and then he'll roll back down and go back.
As you get to the ground level on the cobblestone, you suddenly hear a door open behind you, and this old woman comes out and goes, "What did you do to my house?" And she comes over and she sees the holes that you made with your spikes, and she's like, "What did?" And she comes over and she just has like a little bag, and she just starts wailing on you with it. "Why did you do that? It was such I tried so hard. Why would you do that?"
I'm so sorry, ma'am. It was an emergency, but here you can get someone to help repair your house. And I just give her a crap ton of rupees.
And she kind of looks at it and she's like, "Want to break some more?"
I give her more.
Don't judge him.
Are we all still in that tavern area?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
We haven't left
So-
yet.
So we don't even hear any of this, or do we just hear an old woman yelling at Aruna?
Yeah, I have
can
no idea what's
probably hear
going
the
on.
cracking.
I'm looking for a drink at this point. I would like alcohol, please. The waiter left. He could have told me where the alcohol was.
As you're looking around, you eventually find the bar, and you notice that the bar has no alcohol in it.
Or
This
is
town sucks.
What kind of establishment is this that has no
You can
alcohol?
see
It's Sunday. Okay.
I am now down to 1 star.
you can see places where it looks like bottles have been removed recently. So obviously, whoever owns this place was warned about bad things possibly happening.
So they knew you were coming.
I resent that. It is not my fault that we, 1, walked into this bar, 2, that there's a bounty hunter after me.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. She taught a little girl.
It's been a while. That's a good memory.
It's impressive, Sarah.
Yeah, Zolta is such a dick.
So at this point, you do hear from outside the sound of someone screaming, but it's muffled but pretty heavily because of the rain.
Aruna might be dead. Let's find alcohol.
That's
Oh,
to drink to his memory, but he could still be alive.
It's
The
a shame
drink
there was
to
nothing
him
we
not
could
being-
do. Sometimes I feel like I still hear his voice.
No, Zulta, I'm right here.
It feels like he's
Hurts
right
so
next to me.
much.
Why do I remember?
Because
Yeah.
I stole money from you.
I give the woman as many rupees as she seems to require for until her demeanor shifts.
That her
Her-
demeanor already
Wait,
shifted as
yeah,
soon as you gave
her rupees. She didn't say I need more. She said, "Do you want to
You want to
break
break
more of my
more?"
house?"
Oh, she said you want to break more?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was asking for more rupees. Oh, no, then I
Oh,
leave.
no. She seemed rather the thrill.
Then
You're
after
thinking
that
this
first,
is probably more money than she's ever had.
well, you know, for the trouble, and then then he goes.
And then
back.
For
she's-
your trouble.
And she's like, ooh.
When you guys finally return, it goes from this little one-story shack
To a mansion.
A mansion.
And she's like, thanks to you, I now have a career.
God.
You are the best thing that happened to me.
Oh,
Add
God,
it to the
no.
list of Aruna testimonials.
Can we also not do rich people savior syndrome? No.
That's not.
No.
Okay.
I would like to kill the bounty hunter and drink alcohol.
I tried to chase the bounty hunter and it didn't work.
And I appreciate that about you so much, Aruna. I tried to increase your ability to do stuff. That's cool. But some, God overhead said no.
I think it was just the rain overhead, actually. It was really hard to see, and I'm really uncomfortable in the rain.
Well, we can't stay here. There's no alcohol.
Yeah.
Are there beds?
I mean, this is check the back. I'll go check the back.
Just as long as there's not a potato cellar.
Potatoes.
Pierre,
Should've
as you
watched it the first time.
go out, you see a group of people in the back that's just kind of look at you, and one of them goes, "Is it over yet? Can we open the tavern again? Because this, 100 rupees really doesn't cover the entire night. She was only supposed to be here for like an hour and a half."
And oh, did she say anything specific about why?
Aren't you with her?
No, not exactly. No.
She rented the tavern for an hour and a half. She had us could clear out all the alcohol. She didn't really say why, other than it would be in our best interest. And yeah, her and that really strange looking dude.
So Zolta starts looking in the same direction as Pierre, sees all these people and goes, "Good waiters, where's the alcohol?"
Pierre
Zolta-
went into
Zolta.
to another room.
I know.
Oh.
Zolta is going to follow.
Zolta,
Finds the people and goes, "Great, alcohol, come serve me."
hold up. Zolta.
I'm already left.
You'll have to forgive her. Yeah.
From the other room, I go, "You right now only have 1 star."
They all kind of look at each other. Don't worry, we've dealt with her kind.
Good.
Oh, look, more backstory. It's not just Zolta.
Do you know the person
I
who
think they
rented out
could
this
call
place?
her Karen.
Do you
I
know
hate
the person
it, but
who
it's
rented
so
out this place?
true.
I'm missing
It's
so
a
much. I
woman
don't-
named Tathra. She's done. We've seen her in here a few times. Sometimes alone, sometimes with good guards. She seemed nice, and she paid up for the front.
Okay. We had a bit of a situation. I'll just
Well,
say
she
that.
paid for privacy, so we've been back here playing cards.
You didn't hear anything, did you?
We were paid not to.
I see. Well,
Oh.
she's gone.
Oh, in that case, it was a group of a woman and 2 younger boys, and she kind of just snaps, and the boys immediately start filling their arms with bottles of alcohol and going out and basically restocking the bar.
Yeah.
They bring a bottle to me.
No, not yet.
They are staying at 1 star.
You may want to bring just something for her, just to get out of the way. I will pay you for that.
Ezra, serve the woman. Try not to take anything personal. She's probably going to say the things, and you see him
Yeah.
just like,
I'm sorry.
and he gets
I
a
said
towel,
him-
throws it over his arm, and he goes up.
I slipped in some rupees of just for your troubles. I'm sorry in advance.
He comes over to Zulta. Welcome to the Oxtail Inn. Would you like
What
to
a
start with
pleasant
something
night.
to drink?
Yes, I would like a bottle of alcohol.
We have many fine vintages. Would you prefer wine? Would you prefer spirits?
Just give me alcohol as quickly as you can.
Gotcha. And you see him go behind the bar, and he just takes up this very dark bottle, puts it in front of you, takes the stopper out, and puts a tankard in front of you. Enjoy. Would you like anything to eat? The kitchen is currently closed, but we can have it up and running within the 30 minutes.
Aruna,
What?
you hungry?
Yeah.
Do you serve rocks?
And he just looks at you.
Yes.
Generally, no. And then he notices the Goron. Oh, we don't have a large Goron client to tell.
But you have some.
Yes, but
Which
we
means
weren't
that you'll be able to feed this Goron. Wonderful. I'm sure he will take your
And
finest
you just
rocks.
watch as his face drains. Caleb, Yeah. Go find rocks.
I'm still in the room with the other person, right?
Yes.
Cool. Let me ask you something. That woman, do you ever, when she's here, do you ever really see what she's doing? Like, is she like talking to certain groups of people, or?
And the woman kind of puts her finger up. Caleb, go to the stone worker down the street. See if he's got any scraps or marble or anything. I know it's late, but after what happened, we need to make up for a little lost profit. Okay, so just be polite. Then she turns to you. Sorry, what?
That woman, you said that she frequents a bit.
I wouldn't say frequent, but she's been here before. She's a mercenary, a sellsword. She takes the work that she can. Her daughter's nice.
What's her daughter do?
Her daughter's 6. She's cute as a button. Her husband's Hylian. Generally a nice guy. Sometimes comes in with just the daughter while she's away. They're decent tippers.
When she's here, is she usually with, like, when she's waiting for someone or doing jobs, or?
Listen, it's not really.
I know it's probably not something that you're technically, obviously, like, eavesdropping. But there's something very weird with her vibe that we saw.
Well, I've had nothing but good interactions with her, and I really prefer to not spy on my good clientele. If you would like an earful about the woman that just came in and assaulted my staff, I will tell you everything when she's gone.
If you mean the Zora, we're more than aware. Well, apologies for the questions. I so throw her some rupees for her troubles.
And she, as soon as they get in her hand, they vanish. After she just kind of moves, and you notice she's very, very good with her hands, and I'm just skewering the things. You think she either this is not her first job, or she's a very talented innkeeper.
Part of me wants to do that mind reading thing again, but at the same time, I'm worried that this is going to be the exact same thing where she knows that I'm doing it.
Well, and again, for the 36, the ability to blank your mind is not a common ability. Like, that is a highly trained, this is a specialized kind of thing. So the likelihood of finding two people that can do it is pretty astronomical.
I'm going to, at the very least.
Again, and I don't want you to think that the 36 was a wasted roll. It literally what you learned is she has abilities.
Clearly she's got the power to take us on. Like, that's what I learned.
Yeah,
Catherine has that ability.
She seems.
You know what? I'm just going to attempt to try to read this person's mind.
Go ahead.
Do I have a reroll?
Those of you who were wondering, he rolled the 13.
I do. Do I want? Why is Fury always the one to pay for your troubles bill? Listen, I'm really good at doing damage control.
I literally
Aruna
just did
has
damage
also.
control.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Aruna has apologized for Zolta as well. And Tess
Every-
usually just
everyone-
focuses on shutting Zolta up.
I just
Yeah,
meant the
we-
actual
Really-
damage I just caused.
The,
but-
the only person that has not done the damage control versus Zulta is Arel, and she hasn't been around long enough to do it.
And
I am gonna
to be
reroll
fair,
this.
Zolta has paid for being a dick, both
Yeah.
with Jules and with being locked in some kind of storage closet.
You were in
to
like a
sleep
potato
on
closet,
potatoes.
from what I recall.
Yes, I had to sleep on sacks of potatoes.
That was like the first year that we did this.
That's
why
you did
18 on the reroll.
That was the first waiter.
So focusing, you could kind of actually. I don't. I have to look at this.
I'm gonna look at my receipts too to be like, how did I describe what we wanted to do here? Body language.
Don't underestimate the importance of
Body language. Ha!
All right.
Arguably the best Disney villain.
Yeah, as you kind of focus, she kind of looks at you weird, and then goes back to doing things. And you, this time, you do get a little bit overwhelmed because it's the first time it worked, and she's doing figures in her head. So you just get math, tons and tons of math. She's sitting there and she's figuring how much money she lost. She's figuring how much the marble and rocks are going to cost, how much she should mark them up, how much to trouble Zulta is going to cause. Like, this is an incredibly intelligent business woman.
But I don't get any sense of like she's hiding something or like she's being a little bit shifty because of how quickly things are going. Like
For
I'm not,
right now-
I shouldn't be worried about like her trying to like take my shit, basically.
For right now, because it's just the surface thoughts that you get, the only thing that you can get from that is she's kind of gone back to business as usual mode, and
Okay.
is trying to figure out how to get her business working the way it's supposed to again.
Okay.
Uh,
Gotcha.
As soon as the other waiter comes by, I'm going to ask where the rocks are for Aruna and also order myself some fish.
Okay. The waiter comes out and goes, we are currently procuring the rocks for your friend. As I said, the kitchen will take about 30 minutes to get up and running, but fish is a very, very quick dish, so we should have it within about 10 minutes of the kitchen open.
Good.
And he
Getting
goes
yourself
away,
back to 2 stars.
and he kind of spins on his heel. He comes back. Were you looking for lodging for the night, or just your meal?
I think that we are looking for lodging for the evening. What do you have available?
I will have the innkeeper come out and discuss rates with you immediately. And he again spins on his heel and heads into the back. But Pierre, you see him come out, and he goes, Esther, they're going to want a room. And as he says that, he notices your sister's still here, and just kind of looks at you, and looks at her, and she's like, she wants a room. Why is he here? Don't worry about it. Just keep her happy, or as happy as you can. And he kind of sighs, readjusts himself, gets his posture back, and goes back out to the bar to start kind of cleaning down glasses and stuff.
Apologies for the nonsense that our sewer friend is giving you.
I'm not even into that much nonsense yet, other than asking for rocks for Aruna.
You're not here.
I'm aware, which is why I said it under my breath.
So she turns. She goes, "Listen, I need you to go back. That this is for employees only, and I
Understood.
think we're done with this conversation. Okay."
Understood. Thank you for your time.
And she kind of nods at you and goes back to doing things. And you hear as you're going out, Philip, start the ovens. We've got food orders coming in. And as you're walking out, you hear, all right.
So I go back and I look at Zolta and just like, please don't, and just don't torture the staff, Zolta, please.
I'm not torturing the staff. So far, I've ordered fish, I've gotten my alcohol, and I've asked for Aruna to have dinner.
She didn't even ask about Jax or you or Kess, though.
Aruna went after the bounty hunter. Right now, I am pleased with Aruna.
Oh, wait, really?
Yes, I'm as surprised as you are.
I doubt that.
Anyway.
I'm less happy with Aruna.
But I tried to defend you.
And that's great. You're here right now. You can also order food. Yes. I'm not saying you can't order food.
I
I'm
feel
just
like
not
we
ordering
don't
the
need
food for
Zolta's
you.
permission to order food.
Yes.
I
I don't know why
never-
this is an issue. I just did a nice gesture for a Goron friend who decided to go after a bounty hunter for me. And suddenly it's become a whole, well, you didn't order everyone food. I can't win. Try to be nice. Get accused of
I'm
being
just
mean.
gonna refill your glass for you, Zolta.
Uh-huh. Zolta just keeps drinking as she's like, I try to do all these
The
nice
time
things,
you
and then they
to
say
take
I'm
the
a jerk.
first drink, this is alcohol. Like that's all it's like strong vodka. There's very little flavor beyond the alcohol.
Why'd you have to make it potato alcohol?
Because vodka has no flavor. Can you think of another alcohol other than Everclear that doesn't have a flavor?
Everclear is
Does
also
moonshine have
horrible.
a flavor?
Vodka can have flavor. Vodka's got a
Besides
taste
just the
to it.
punch of the
It
mouth?
doesn't have flavor for long if it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moonshine's got pain as the flavor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Moonshine just
so
blinds you.
moonshine Everclear is rough. I've done one of it, one shot
Yeah,
of
and
Everclear,
it
and that was
depends on-
enough.
I've done the one.
I
90 proof
just
Everclear.
know that when you want to add alcohol to a drink without changing the flavor, you add vodka.
It adds like this sharp note to it for me.
I haven't found the right vodka for me, but
I don't like most alcohol actually, and won't.
And that
Did-
Costco sells is pretty smooth.
I
It's actually
will-
the same
pretty s-
company. It's actually the same company that makes Grey Goose.
So I'm actually really sensitive to the aftertaste of alcohol, and there are very few drinks that I actually enjoy that are alcoholic. So this Zolta behavior very much is not me, which actually I think I make a lot of my PCs a little alcoholic.
Welcome to
Wonder what
Winecraft
that
Wednesday,
says.
where we sample some.
Except I don't drink myself.
So
Not that
does
often.
it pair? I
functional alcoholic.
think we had beans a little last time. Was that?
I mean, today it's straight grain alcohol plus rocks. So
I think Pierre just gonna take alcohol and just like play his accordion in the back, just like trying to change the mood.
Well, I guess as Pierre reaches for the bottle of booze, does Sulta let him take it?
There are other bottles of booze, my friend.
Very well. I go to the bar, slide rupees at the bar, and just say, "Whatever you gave her, I'll take as well."
And he goes, "Do you want the bottle or just a glass?"
I'll
Get the
take
bottle. We can share.
I'll take the bottle. I'll share with the rest of them.
Reaches under it, he takes out another one, pulls this stopper out, gives you two tankards.
Don't worry, we only need one. I don't mind sharing.
And he kind of looks at you and goes, "I understand."
Thank you for your service.
Iruna goes up to Pierre real quick while he's at the bar, as he has just freshly interacted with Zolta. And he's like, "Hey, Pierre, you remember that one time when we were in the wrong Goron city, and like all the stuff from the stuff you did from before was like coming back, and you were just like spacing out a lot? I think that's what's happening right now. And so if you could, like, maybe go a little easy on her, even though she's a lot. Maybe that could go.
Zolta has largely been staring at a wall in between ordering the waiters for fish and rocks, and just like drinking from the bottle as she stares into the dark recesses of the wall, which are also the dark recesses of her mind.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that, and it's concerning me. Right now, I was trying to do a bit of damage control there, but I'm starting to worry.
We can
This
maybe
Tathra person is concerning.
ask her about things in the morning.
We might want to. Now's not the time. You want a drink?
Yeah.
Pours part of the tankard and just gives it to him. And I just sort of take like a waterfall from the bottle.
It is consumed.
Great.
Near immediately.
I just imagine Aruna like finishing a bottle, putting it down, and going, "It is consumed," and continuing.
Just the way.
So what's our plan?
To sleep, and I guess we can assume that everything we do in this Hyrule is watched by her. So
We're going to need to be incredibly careful anywhere we move, because now that we know that next time we see her, she will not be alone, we need to be very careful.
I think
But
that
she has a family from here.
Can I hear Pierre talking about being careful in the future?
I'm going to say roll me a perception check with disadvantage to the 3, because you're kind of
Rock
in your
as
own
hell.
world
I am
right
very
now.
much
It's
in
not
my
even
own world.
the alcohol. It's
the inner
yeah,
demons.
She's in her own thing, so the kind of whole world is kind of been turned down.
It wouldn't let me give myself disadvantage 3.
Do you not have
still in
a?
I have a 0 in perception.
Oh, then you could only have disadvantage.
yeah.
1.
So I put it as disadvantage, and I got an 8.
Tight.
Yeah, you're focused on, like, you're not even tasting the alcohol at this point. You are entirely in your own head. You barely realize it when the fish is put down in front of you.
So when Pierre was talking to the innkeeper, could Arel hear their conversation?
No, they were in a different room.
All right.
Although I am in my head, before we go off to sleep, I would like to get out a jewel to pay the staff.
Okay.
It might be
And
a dick, but at least a tip.
The waiter is actually slightly surprised when he when you hand him a pretty decent tip, and he kind of looks at you for a second, realizes that what his expression is, and then just smiles and thanks you and runs off to the back.
And I don't even notice any of it. I'm in my own world still.
Aruna, you actually get a selection of marble. And
wow. You guys didn't have to
yeah,
do all this.
The closest the closest person was actually a gravestone carver who does a lot of work in marble, and he basically got this scraps.
This is great. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, do you guys want any of this? It's really good. Marble's got a distinct flavor.
It's like the rye
I'm good.
bread of rocks.
I like the idea that Zolta's still not paying attention and just reaches out a hand, not realizing what's being offered.
Gonna give Zolta a chunk of marble.
I approve of this choice.
Zolta just puts it in her mouth. She doesn't bite. She just sucks on it and then spits it out.
Jawbreaker.
It has a really the first thing you notice is it's got a very earthy flavor, much more so, like you instant realize you've just put a chunk of marble in your mouth once you start sucking on it, but you realize they actually seasoned it Like
also,
that wasn't
my perception's low enough right now that I feel like I would just keep sucking on the marble, even though I might realize what it is.
That's the thing is you're just sitting there. You're like, you didn't realize that when Aruna eats rocks, they actually season the rocks. Like there's different kinds of dirt and sand that they put on it. Like your mouth is grimy and gritty now because of all this stuff, but you're still kind of impressed that there are, because you have a more refined palate than most due to your upbringing. You can actually taste like different layers and stuff. Like it's not tasty. But it's impressive.
there.
Wait, does that mean I have an appreciation for Goron cooking now, even though it's not?
I will let you decide that. You now understand that there's actual cooking that goes into Goron food. Where before you thought they just picked up stuff off the ground and ate it.
Which is why I ordered the waiters the way I did. I'm like, they've served Gorons, they know that they take rocks.
I mean, in a pinch, but well, suit yourselves. Zolta seems to like hers. Kess, you no? Okay.
Oh no, thank you for offering though, Runa. I appreciate it.
Jax, I sort of
Just getting
not Jax,
ignored.
Arel, I just gave her the bottle as well.
Oh, I thought I offered it. I thought I offered it to both of you guys.
Yeah, he did offer it.
No, he did offer it to everyone.
Oh, okay, cool.
Zult is the only one that actually took him up on the offer.
Gotcha. So, Pierre, did you learn anything from anything useful when you were back there for so long?
Well, our friend is a regular of this place. Well, not a regular, but she does come in a bit. Sometimes she's with the guards. Apparently, they seem that she's very nice and treats them well. Hylian husband. And they just sort of get by, and young daughter. I tried to get any idea about like sense of character, but I didn't get much.
But they live here.
Well, in this dimension, yes. You didn't mention anything about like they live in the town, right?
In the town.
No, just that they were regulars.
Yeah,
at the tavern.
Surprisingly enough, the tavern keeper doesn't get addresses from every person that walks in.
That's what I was figuring. I just couldn't remember that was something that you mentioned as we were talking.
But this is also a pretty large town in comparison,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Like this is the largest city in this part of Hyrule, because it started off as just a stable, and when the Guardians got big, they started building a wall on the other side of the river to protect people, and then everyone from all around just kind of flocked here, and the wall got bigger, and they built more walls, and then now it's a full kind of metropolis.
Gotcha.
So it's likely they live close by if they're regulars to this tavern, and the innkeeper knows them so well.
Yeah, but
Possibly.
She can also see where we go.
It's a tavern that's right next to the exit.
Which means it's a nice pit stop on the way to somewhere else.
Or if she has work, she can meet with her family and then go to work.
Yeah.
I admire a working woman.
Either way, we need to keep very cautious over the next few weeks of travel as we look around, because we're definitely going to be running into her again, and I'm worried that we're
going to get attacked soon with other people. Yeah,
sooner than
probably.
later. The odds are high. So.
Yeah, very high. And we'll assume that she can track us anywhere, because she knew we did all that stuff earlier.
Which means we need to be cautious, because it looks like even the Zora are going to start coming for us as well.
I think the Zora are just like comfortable where they are and just let other people do their work, like her.
Yeah, but I
Plus,
don't
it
know.
doesn't sound like the Zora have a lot of pull anymore.
Apparently not. But
Not
enough
the
for
Zora.
What?
It's not that the Zora don't have a lot of pool. It's that my family doesn't have a lot of pool.
Oh. Well, that still works out for us.
Wait, was that like pool or pool?
Like a
I
pull.
knew
like,
that joke was going to be made. The second
No,
I
I honestly like was paying attention, and so I heard just they have a lot of pool. So was that like pull or pool?
They got the largest swimming pool
or
around.
Yeah, it's like a poker pool.
Ah,
Split chips. Yeah.
I love it.
A lot of sway, influence.
The colloquialism for that.
As the night goes on, you see a few people kind of wander into the tavern, but eventually, one of the boys comes back and gives you a room key, and you all have eventually retire to your room, if that's what you will want to do. And that is where we are going to end it for tonight.
Woo.
So, if you missed any of the episode, all of the episodes are on the Twitch channel right here at Zelda Universe TV. So feel free to watch this episode, any of the previous ones. We're actually coming up on our 3-year anniversary in September.
My
And
God.
this episode gives you at least 3 times as much information about Zolta as you've gotten in the
entire
rest
show.
of the series.
It gives our characters more
damn.
information.
I honestly, there were some great character moments today, and I was really happy about it.
So,
Just
yeah.
Acting.
As always, to check out the Zelda University YouTube channel. Like we said before, was it what came out recently? Was it Hades?
Hades Misguidance came out last night.
Okay.
Chapter 6 of Majora's Mask, our finale, will be going on Friday. And then we have a couple bonus videos coming up pretty soon. There's also going to be some occasional other like special music things going on. There's other videos in the works too.
And no, not next Saturday, but the one after, where we would normally have Realms is going to be the start of Zelda or Z-Youth-a-thon.
Yep.
Zelda for
where
Eternity.
Yep.
yeah, they play a bunch of Zelda games and raise money for charity, and it's super cool. I've tuned in the past couple years. One of these years, I will participate somehow. But Elias is going to do stuff, and Alex is going to do stuff, and so is everyone or just about everyone involved in the Zelda universe. So
A lot of other people
if you
on
haven't
the
met,
Twitch channel.
if you haven't met the other hosts or some of the other behind the scenes people, Z-Youth-a-thon is definitely a great time to hang out, have fun, earn some more rupees, so you can destroy my game even more.
And
Or
support a good cause. What are
Yeah.
you raising money for, Jody?
that's a fantastic question, Alex.
We are raising money for a charity called Direct Relief. They are a company that basically help aid in places that are in current disasters. So they've helped out with like the California wildfires, hurricane relief. Right now, their big thing is to, I love the poll, Elias, providing PPE for the people on the front line who are still battling the COVID-19 pandemic. And so it's kind of a cause that it makes sense, especially for this year, because obviously the pandemic has affected a lot of things. So Direct Relief's been doing a really great job. So we are going to be partnering with them for this.
So
So we've worked with them
Yeah.
in the past. They're great.
check it out. It's always a lot of fun. Yeah. Otherwise, that's all for me today, and I will see you guys next time. All right.
Come to my channel tomorrow.
Hashtag boner.
Oh yeah, and